Hello and welcome to Sunshine Trackers, home of HVAC Maintenance Tracker. If you are a new contractor, you can click here and register, and once you do, then you'll have immediate access. I have a demo account set up, so we're going to use that. When you log in, you see the demo customer. So you're on your customer page, and if you had 100 people here, then you would have all of them listed out, and then you can hit your next and so forth. The very first thing you want to do is look at your due now. If this is here, then that means you have maintenance contracts that are due up until including today. Now, if there's a white one up here, which we don't show right now, that is anything that is due from tomorrow till 30 days. So if you've got upcoming contracts, you'll have that as well. If you click on this, it will actually open up and show you all the properties that are due currently. You can search, do different searches here, a property or a customer. You can do when they're due or if they're completed, or you can do all. You can pick the time frames that you want. This is going for the last year. And then you got a city that you could type in. So if you're just looking for certain cities or zip codes or cities, how many in the list, and you can do also a map view. The map view is interactive. So it's a Google interactive map. You can move it around, and you can do the satellite feature. You can also come back. You can do the terrain, which I guess the train is the map, and you can also drag this little man over to see the buildings or whichever. If you click on the balloon, it will show you which property that is. If you click on this, it opens up and takes you right to the property that it needs to be done to. And again, you can look at the equipment and so forth. You can, if you had pictures of it, this one doesn't, but if you had pictures, you can click on there and see all that. It will tell you your filter size that you're going to need. So it gives you all the information you're going to need on that. So if you go back to the customer, and if you click on the customer itself, it will show all of the properties that customer has for, that have maintenance contracts on them. If you see a red, that means that there are services that are needing to be completed, or if you had two contracts on that year, and if you complete both, then this will turn green. Same with the others. But if you just click on one, like on this one, if you mark completed, it still shows red there. Okay. But if you click on it again and mark the other one complete, it now turns that to green. So that one is completed as far as, in your reporting. That's what that goes by. You can also look at your photos of the property, or not the property, but of the equipment that you would have on that. So anything that you would have there, say a technician goes up and he notices that the evaporator coil is getting bad, which would actually be behind here. If it is starting to go bad, then he could take a picture of that, and then you could put it in this file. You'll also have a place where you can download the contract. So if you click on that, it'll open up a PDF file, and it will show what your contract would be. So whatever you have on that, so at a quick glance, you can just pull it up. You can edit it and come back in here and change all this. And let's do one where you add a property. And then you put in the building name, you put in the address. We automatically default it to 1-year contract because that's what most people have. So it starts with the date of today, which this is today's date, and then it automatically defaults 1 year later to where it ends. And then you can pick your contract term. So if you have a 1-year contract, and let's say it's on the year, so you can pick whatever you want here. And then if how your billing is, if it's going to be weekly, monthly, annual, most people pay annual. And then you come down here and pick how many inspections. Usually people have 2 inspections a year. So by doing that, then you can pick whatever day. Most often the 14th is, when you sell one, you'll do the inspection that day. And then, so if we come down here to September, and then we click 19, and then the next one will be on the 14th as well. We'll go ahead and plan that. And 6 months later will be March, and then it's going to be 2020. So by doing this, you're already putting one in here, and then you can go in to upload your contract file. So you click on that, and then wherever you have that file, then you just upload it. Your images the same way, and you can upload more than one, so just hold your control key down when you're clicking on the different files, and then you can upload them all at one time. So if you add this one, then all of this information be in there. I'm not going to add it because we'd have to put all kinds of different stuff in. So that's how you would add a property, and then when you do, it would show up down here. And again, you can click on this, and then it will show you what information you have in there. So if you have 4 different pieces of equipment, then you'd have 4 different ones here. And then when we come back to this, make sure I covered everything in there. It's got the finished details. Yeah. And you can also delete those, like say they're no longer in existence, you can delete them, or you could leave them in there and then just turn the inspection details off so it doesn't pop in your report, and then it will actually keep the information in there in case they renew or whichever. The subscription plan will allow you to pick whatever works best for you. We've got them up to 200 properties, up to 500, up to 1,000, and then we've got one that's up to 1,000,000 properties. So it really depends on which plan you want. There's 3 different ones here. Your silver package, if you are up to 200, your gold's up to 500 properties. And if you pay the 1 year up front, then you get a discount, so it saves you some money instead of paying monthly. But it's whichever way you like. Whenever you choose a plan, it'll open up your PayPal, and you log in, and then you go ahead and agree to the terms. It will automatically bill you monthly or annual, whichever plan that you pick. And so every month it'll just automatically charge your PayPal account. You won't have to do anything. For some reason your PayPal account messes up, then your data will be stored, and then you can come back in and choose the plan you want to go with, and then you can start your cycle over. The profile allows you to change your logo, edit your information here, also edit your password, and the PayPal is currently the only payment that we take. Your reports, you can come up here, and let's say you're doing a property report. You can do a customer as well, and then you want to say service due all, and then because you can pick completed, due, or all, let's just say all. Actually, let's say due, and then you can pick your dates here. So if you come back, let's say you want to do August to today's date is the 14th, so you want to just do it there. Then you click search, and it will pop up the 2 that are there. So that'll help you out as far as narrowing it down what you want. There is you can also search by zip code if you want. So if you type that in, or your city, wherever you want to do in your search part, you can narrow it down to where you want. And then if you come over here, it'll show all the information about that. You can also download a report. So if you click here, you'll see that it downloaded the CSV file, and you can open that up, and then it'll show you all of this information that's right here. Every bit of this, from the building name all the way to your serial number, and it puts it in columns, and then you can divide that up to whatever technicians you want to go on those particular contracts. So it'll help you out as far as organizing. The other thing is your notification. Notification is really good and really easy. If you click on the settings, this one is for the contractor. So if you want to know when those contracts are due, say within 15 days of them actually becoming due, then you can pick whatever day you want. 15 days is a pretty good time. You can most companies are going to have a technician in the area of their maintenance contracts within 2 weeks. So if you do a 15-day, then you're going to get an email that gives you a report. So when you get the email, you click on the link, it will open up to the report page with everything that is due. And then you can decide where you want your technicians to go. So it helps you keep track of them to make sure that they're done, and it also makes sure that you don't lose customers this way. The other important factor is that customers like to be communicated with. They don't like to be called all the time, but if they just get something in an email to let them know, what's going on, that's great. So in this particular one, you can choose to allow or not allow a customer to get an email. It's a generic email, and it says that you will be in touch with them over the next 30 days, or ever how many days you want here. So you can pick how soon. 30 days is a good time, because if you put 30, then the customer knows, within the next month you're going to be in contact with them. Now, if you've gotten contact with them in the next, say 5 days after it's email or something, that's just going to make it even better. So the quicker you get it done based off of this, I think the better you are. So, but again, you can choose to not allow. So if you click this one, the customer will not get that email. And if you check it, they will get that email. And again, these are customized settings. You pick whatever you want. We've got the customer set at 7 days now and the contractor at 30. If you go back in and then you pick 15 and then you pick the 30, you'll see that it saves it. So now it's back to the 15 and 30. So that is, I think, probably a good range of days. But again, it's your company and you're allowed to do what you want. We allow you to change just about anything you want in here. So again, when it comes back, it's the customer page you have completed and due. So if you see a green up here, then you don't even have to worry about that customer for a while. If you have any questions or comments or feedback, we love the good and the bad. We want to know what you need and what actually works for you. If you have any reviews that you would like to give us, we'd appreciate those as well. If you can send those to us in an email, sales@sunshinetrackers.com, or you can give us a call at 772-828-1400. We would love to hear from you. We look forward to our partnership in the future and hope that we stay partners for years to come. You guys have a great day. I appreciate every one of you.